Good afternoon. This is Victor Jimenez with Sewer Line Check Professionals. I'm here at 2126 North Commonwealth Avenue in Los Feliz, and I'm in the process of performing a video examination of the main sewer line for Josh Donen. Now, the main sewer line is the portion of the waste drainage piping which is exterior to the structure. It lies underground and connects the building drain line system to the public sewer. The building drain line system then is the portion of the waste drainage piping, which is interior to or underneath the structure. Today's video examination is not focused on the building drain line system, so if further evaluation is desired regarding the building drain line system, a licensed plumbing contractor should be contacted, or a specialty building drain line video examination can be set up through our office. Now, I've accessed today's main sewer line from a 3-inch maintenance access located at the back of the house. I pushed about 30 feet through the building drain system, and then I made it out to the main sewer line just as it exits the structure in front of the front door. I then went ahead and zeroed out my camera and pushed out about 74 feet to public sewer. So the examination is going to be done from public sewer back to the cleanout, which I used to access the line today. Now, pulling away from public sewer, we're entering a 6-inch diameter vitrified clay piping. The vitrified clay is a very common material for main sewer lines. It has a long service life expectancy, however is more susceptible to damage during earthquakes and seismic activity, and has a tendency to let in roots at the joint areas. Now, here's an example of basically some bugs have started to form like a nest, so to speak, at one of the joint areas. This is basically at the connection to public sewer, and so you see a little bit of the buildup of dirt and kind of debris that they've started to collect there. Normally, just a maintenance concern through proper cleanings and maintenance, that kind of thing isn't too much of a concern. Now, the line basically is heading up. It's going to be heading up the side of a hill in just a moment. There's a vitrified clay lateral, the section that goes under the street, sidewalk, public thoroughfare, etc., which is this vitrified clay. It essentially levels off and levels off basically at the bottom of the hill. The house is a little bit higher up, and all right, now here is some root intrusion coming in on the side there. Like I said earlier, root intrusion in a clay pipe is not uncommon. However, left unmaintained, it can cause damage to the pipes and can cause breakage. Alright. Now we're going to start basically the descent upwards. You see that section of that vitrified clay. Now we're moving into an ABS plastic pipe. This is the material that's going to be all the way from this point to the cleanout, which we access today. Now the ABS or other monocycle plastics are a very excellent material for main sewer lines. They have a long service life expectancy. However, they also have a very smooth inner surface, which is very efficient in washing out debris, and when installed properly, they're actually intended to be impervious to root intrusions. Alright, so at this point, when the line exits the house, it runs basically in a diagonal path towards the far corner, parallel to Avocado Street, the adjacent street that the house is located on. And at this turn, it basically heads pretty steeply downhill to connect up with public sewer. So at this point, we're basically in the backyard pool area, so to speak. The line's basically running parallel to the pool. There's another 30 feet here, and we will be showing you one component of the system in just a moment. A few more feet here, and we'll indicate the point that the line actually becomes the main sewer line. Alright, so you can see here at the top of the screen there's an opening in the pipe. So what that opening is actually the main sewer line cleanout. It's a standard component of any main sewer line system. It's essentially an opening access dedicated to be able to clean and maintain the line. And it is a standard component. To be able to maintain for example, that later section of the line, the vitrified clay that's got some roots and some debris starting to be built up in it. This is technically the point where you should be accessing this system in order to properly maintain and clean it. Now, I went ahead and located this out. It's basically located about 2 feet in front of the front door. However, it's basically been covered up with some cement, and so there's no access for this portion of the system. That is a recommendation that I'm going to have, is that this section get exposed. It is possible that might be a little bit unsightly to have that clean out there, but it is a standard component of the system which needs to be in place. Now, from here on out, this is the building drain system. I did comment that this was not the focus of my examination, but seeing as I'm passing through it to get to the access today, I will comment on it. The building drain system is still this ABS modern plastic piping. Looks to be in acceptable condition. Overall, the plastic that I observed in this line was in acceptable condition. It was functioning as intended. The section of clay that I looked at is pretty much exhibiting some normal wear and tear, some roots coming in, but nothing of major concern in this system. Pretty much my recommendations at this time would be to get that clean out exposed, have the annual video examinations done, to be able to properly determine the kind of cleaning cycle that you're going to need on the line and how often it's going to need to be maintained, and also just to make sure that we're not running into any situations with breaks in the line that aren't caught, etc. Now, I did mention this earlier about the main sewer line cleanout. There is one other aspect to this, because the question could be asked, well, if I access the system today from this maintenance cleanout, why is it that this main sewer line cleanout needs to be exposed? The issue with this is that there's a different diameter in pipe. It goes from a 3-inch to a 4-inch to a 6-inch. Regular or standard kind of maintenance or cleaning functions are not going to be able to properly maintain a 6-inch pipe when you have to enter it from a 3-inch pipe. There's also the issue that in total from the access point I used today, the line is 120 plus feet. There's supposed to be a maintenance access every 100 feet. So it actually does exist in this line. It just needs to be kind of uncovered and exposed. So we're actually at cleanout which I accessed today. I'm just going to wipe off my camera, and then I'll kind of orient you as to where we access the system. So you can see here, we've got this plastic cleanout cap. Take a photo of that, and then I'll kind of orient you as to where we're located at the house. So here, we are located at the back corner of the house. The street down there is Commonwealth. The adjacent street, Avocado, is that way. The main sewer line actually runs out to Avocado Street, which is that line, the street running that way. Commonwealth is this way. And see we're at the back corner of the house. Over there towards the kitchen area. Alright, well with that I'm going to be wrapping up the video portion of the examination for today. Once again, this is Victor Jimenez with Sewer Line Check Professionals. Thank you very much and have a pleasant day.